This morning, the Supreme Court hears arguments in one of the most important school prayer cases in more than a decade. That's why you saw a picture of the Supreme Court. It involves a football coach at a small-town public high school in Washington State and whether he can say a prayer at midfield after the game. Now, the school district told him he cannot do that because it looks like he's endorsing religion. But the coach says that violates his constitutional rights to express his religious beliefs. Jan Crawford is outside the Supreme Court with more on this story. Jan, good morning. Good to see you.
Thanks, Gail. Good morning. This case really is about where to draw that line on public school teachers and coaches expressing their religion. As you said, Coach Kennedy said all he wants to do is say a prayer on the field after a game, and it's up to the students whether or not they want to join him. But the school district says he took it too far, and it cost him his job.
It started just by myself, just saying a silent prayer by myself out on the 50-yard line.
For years, assistant football coach Joe Kennedy said a short prayer on the field after every game.
I would just take a knee and thank God.
But soon his players noticed.
After months, a couple of the players asked me, well, what are you doing out there, Coach? And I said, I was just thanking God for what you guys did out there. And they said, can we join? I said, it's a free country.
You didn't ask them.
Oh, God,
You
no.
didn't say, we're going to pray after the game.
No, the school is they have one rule in their policy that says you cannot encourage nor discourage kids in prayer.
The solitary prayer grew to a large huddle. Was it in Jesus' name, or was it more of a general prayer?
I would say in your name, because we have kids of all different faiths.
A retired Marine, Kennedy says the on-field prayer is part of what he says is a covenant he made with God to give thanks. But some parents complained.
He is pressuring them to pray. Students, parents came forward and said so much.
The school district in this small town west of Seattle told him in a 2015 letter to stop. Rachel Lazar is head of Americans United for Separation of Church and State, which is supporting the school district.
The coaches are authority figures. Kids admire them, they want to please them. And that's why the courts have been so careful to protect the religious freedom of students.
This is about the game.
Kennedy temporarily stopped praying on the field, but then had a change of heart, prompting the district to later suspend him. He sued, and the case now sets the stage for a key Supreme Court ruling testing the bounds of the constitutional right to religious freedom. Kennedy says the school district is discriminating against him by prohibiting prayer. The school says it cannot allow the prayer because it would look like it endorsed it. A California-based federal appeals court sided with the district, saying Kennedy was not engaging in private prayer, but instead was engaging in public speech of an overtly religious nature. In the center of the field was students who felt pressured to join him.
Students can huddle all they want, and that's fine, and there's nothing coercive about it. It's when a teacher or a coach gets involved and pressures them, then it becomes coercive.
How should the court draw that line?
The line is prayer. If he wants to go pray on his own, that's fine, even when he's on duty.
That's where the big rub was. They're telling me where I can actually practice my faith, and everybody should be able to practice their faith.
Now, whatever the court decides obviously could go well beyond the football field and set new rules for prayer in public schools. And in recent years, some conservative justices have signaled that they think the pendulum has gone too far against prayer and almost amounts to hostility toward religion in public schools. Jamie?
We'll be watching this one very closely. Jan, thank you.